everybody. So, this whole thing, the whole racial tension thing that's going on now, and with good reason, of course, yes. I don't understand why people think violence is going to solve a violent problem already. Kind of confusing. I'm slipping. Because all violence does is beget more violence. And if you're trying to get respect for your cause by using fear, it doesn't work that way. Fear is not respect. Fear can never earn respect. Just because you fear somebody does not mean you respect them. You fear reprisal maybe of speaking harshly to somebody. Doesn't mean you respect them. It just means you respect the fact that they may screw you up in some way that if you do it. You're afraid of them. But fears can be overcome. Think about it. When you're a little kid, well, most people anyway, there was a boogeyman, there was a monster under the bed, there was something outside the window. But eventually, you got over that. You realized that it's just a thing in your mind. It doesn't represent real danger. And the whole thing with racial tension, whether people want to admit it or not, it has to do with fear. If you look it up, not only just the definition of racism or racist, you look up the history, you can tell. It's just, I got lost there for a second. As you all know, I have had a couple strokes. But fear, fear does not work as a motivator, especially anybody who's been scared by their parents into doing something. They didn't learn anything from it, I'm sure. They just learned that they'll be punished, that's it. You want to change things, you want people to stop thinking racist, being racist. The way is not to force them to do that. People have to change in their own time, in their own way, but you offer them ways to do it, and you keep offering until they finally accept. This may take some time. It may take generations to finally weed out the people who are so closed-minded and afraid that they think their existence is threatened by another race or something. Your own personal beliefs is not the beliefs of the entire planet. Even if your friends agree with you, that doesn't mean anything either. It's still a small group versus the whole herd. It's true. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few or the one. The needs of the many right now are to stop all this madness. It's ridiculous. I don't get it. I never have understood rioting. I know a lot of these situations start out as peaceful protests, and then somebody does something, and somebody reacts, and the next thing you know, pandemonium. I know it's not really always intentional, but we're grown-ups. We teach children how to get along, so why can't we? Good question. Peace.